Action.
My friend is probably going to get very angry with me for telling this story, but so we used to like each other until she started liking the same thing that I liked, which means that she started to like girls too, right? Now we've been friends for a real long time. And it was crazy when she started liking girls because I knew she still liked boys. And so I'm trying to wrestle with these ideas in my mind because she's telling me, no, 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 I'm not bi. I know I absolutely like women. But when we talk to each other, there's still a whole lot of chemistry and a whole lot of tension. So I'm like, girl, you better stop playing with me because if I blow on your ear, we finna be getting busy. That's like the truth of our relationship. It's a very, I mean, she's a woman, I'm a man, and we like each other. And so it doesn't matter like what the ideology is, the physical attraction, the mental, the connection is there. Anyway, so she's been having these relationships with the same gender people for some amount of time. And she tells me about she goes to a doctor, to a gynecologist, and she says like her insides are messed up, right? And I'm like, girl, like that doesn't even sound good. I guess she's going crazy with those toys, like things that are not natural, unnatural things being inserted inside of herself, and she's destroying her insides. But she also wants to have a baby. Now I'm listening to my friend, and I'm trying to understand. Number one, you tell me that you don't like men no more. I'm delivered. I'm delivered. That's been undelivered, okay? But now you done found your person and you think this is how they talk, right? I found my person. And so now that you found your person, you want to have a baby. But your gyno just told you that if you don't have natural penetrated intercourse, then your insides are going to still be messed up, and it's going to be it's going to be highly improbable that you have this baby. And so I'm listening to you tell me this story. Yeah, yeah, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you intently because this is like a soap opera. I'm trying to get the popcorn ready. I'm eating popcorn as my friend is sad and crying. God damn it. Anyway. Let's get to it. So I'm like, hey, all you have to do is just get with a man and you can have a baby. Like, that's pretty much what the doctor said. Women are gonna get in the comment section and say, that's not, no doctor would ever say that. Why would a doctor say that? And so I'm looking at this thing and I'm looking at our society right now. And our society is upside down because we love women so much that we lie to women. I couldn't lie to my friend. I just told her, I was like, hey, you just need to fall in love with a dude because you don't mind dudes. It's like the same thing. And the woman that she was with was putting them deuce on her butt. Hell yeah, tagging her. And I ain't like that neither. But because it was a woman doing it, then somehow it was different. Like the chick didn't have no money, but somehow it was different. This was a really bummy broad, okay? It was a really bummy butch bully broad. Say that 5 times, 7 times fast. And my friend is in this tough situation. And all I can see is just her thoughts are just jumbled up. Or her thoughts are just jumbled up. And I take that one incident and that's I can tell that exact same story for multiple people's, like especially 80s babies. I think they call them millennials or something. I don't even know those demographics. But what I know, these women are in their mid to late 30s and they're finding out they can't have children. They took too many hormones, poisons. They said they had too many they said too many babies to go see Jesus, and their insides are just broken. And when you try to talk to them, like I can see the sadness. And so you gotta like walk on eggshells because this person's feelings matter. Your feelings matter. But how in the hell, when you know that just to make yourself feel better, stop taking poison and go outside, man. Because we've seen so many terrible things happen. All these big events, the culmination. When COVID happened, we were stuck in the house and all you really needed was some vitamin D, and vitamin D comes from the sun. So all you have to do is go to the sun, and the sun is going to create make our immune system strong. I'm not no goddamn doctor. I'm just a person trying to do the best that I can to understand why we do crazy ass things. Like listen to people who we know don't love us. And I know my friend. I know that she knows that I love her. And I wouldn't do anything to harm her. But I'm watching her do things as she's harming herself with ideas that's harming her. And I'm like, yo, how do we fix America? Like, that's the big ass question. America is like the most wonderful place on earth until you start complaining about being at the most wonderful place on earth. I mean, I think when you go to a theme park, the theme park is amazing until you ride every ride twice. And then you're like, I don't want to be at Six Flags no more. I want to go home. My feet hurt. But you still had an amazing day. In America, we've been so passive, we've been so comforted. Like, we're just so nice. It's such a nice place. And now all we can do is be like, my feet hurt. I want something better. I want something different. There is nothing different. There is nothing better than men and women falling in love and making babies. Period. There is nothing better than men and women falling in love and making babies. So how do we fix America? Hell, I think we're too far apart on ideas, women, bodily autonomy and all this. And men are just like, I just love you. I don't know what I did wrong. Whatever I got to do right, I do right. But I'm not going to tell you that I can become you, because that's crazy. Men cannot become women. That's crazy. And for every person who pushed these ideas upon us, they're trying to poison their brains. Okay, so how do we fix it? How do we fix it? My solution is 50 million babies. Oh my gosh, that's so hyperbolic. I tried to have this conversation with ChatGPT, and ChatGPT was getting mad at me. It's like, women's rights, we need a better social safety net. We need all these things for a woman to feel comfortable to have a baby. And I'm like, man, you know what? I wonder what a caveman did to make this woman feel comfortable to have a baby, because every time they went to sleep outside, there was a wolf or some type of big ass, some type of predator was looming outside. And hell yeah, man, if the wolf eats this one, we got to make another one and another one, so that, and another one. We got to keep making these hits. Every baby, man, shit, goddamn parallels, like something like, and another one, not DJ Academics, DJ Khaled. Every industry matters, right? And so in the music industry, you might have 337 flops just to get one hit. But guess what? You had to go through the flops to get the hit, man. There's a whole lot of children that ain't shit. There's a whole lot of ain't shit children in the world with a whole lot of ain't shit parents in the world. But you gotta go through, man, there's some ain't shit parents who are gonna make some amazing children. But you gotta go through the struggle to get to the good thing. You gotta go through the hard thing to get to the good thing. It's an all numbers game. All you gotta do is do the mathematics. If you double the population, then you get twice as many geniuses, but you also get twice as many dummies. It's a law. It's a law of probability. But we have to do the work. Now I shouldn't even be having no conversation about mathematics when it comes to 1 + 1 = baby. One hoo-ha and one tallywhacker come together and you make a baby. I get back to my friend. I started with my friend. Baby, I love you. I love you. If you wanted to be good, I will put this tallywhacker inside of you. I will put it inside of you, and I will give you a baby, because I want to fix your body. I want to save the economy. I want to save you. Hell yeah. They say, how are you going to save the economy? We're going through all these wars around the world. We're trying to battle China. We're trying to battle India. And we're like, gross domestic product. That's how much stuff that a nation can produce. And so how do you produce more stuff as a nation? God damn, you could create robots. You could depend on the great almighty Elon Musk to use his brain to think of this problem. Or women can use the most natural superpower in the history of the world. Man, God gave women the most bestest superpower in the history of the world. God said, let there be life. And then them big old fun bags got bigger, and they started shooting milk everywhere. And the little baby got big in the belly and came out of the birth canal and said, hi, hello world, it's me, Jesus. Could you imagine if back in the day when Jesus was just a little thought inside of God's mind? If they had Plan B, if they had the clinic, if they had Planned Parenthood, and Mary got depressed and sad and was like, how did I get pregnant? Mary had to cough because, you know what I'm saying, they had that good hay back in the day. She was talking to her cousin. Said, how did I get pregnant? Joseph ain't even penetrated me yet. Why hasn't Joseph penetrated me yet? Doesn't he like me? That's a girl brain. I don't give a shit. If you don't put that wang tang in her, she be like, don't you like me? I'm like, I love you. That's why I haven't touched you, because I think I'm supposed to penetrate your mind, and we get married, and then we have a family. I believe in the family structure. Anyway. So Mary's sitting there talking to her cousin, and she's wondering, like, why hasn't he touched me? And then she finds out that she's pregnant. And she's like, how am I going to have a baby when I haven't even done the nasty yet? That hot coochie was banging inside of her old ancient drawers. And then imagine if she would have went to Planned Parenthood. Imagine if she would have took a plan B. Imagine if there was an ancient Walgreens and she wouldn't have got a plan B, and then we would have no savior of the world, and y'all wouldn't believe in the book called the Bible. I have a Bible. It's over there. I have to go get it. I'm not going to get the Bible right now. I'm trying to tell you. Imagine if Mary was to terminate the person who saved the world. Imagine if whoever the person for your belief system is, I don't want to say no names because some people get highly offended. They already took my Lord and Savior. You hear me? They already hung him on the cross. But what if he got hung prematurely? What if he was terminated prematurely? These questions, these are the same questions you could be asked for any great thinker that you can think of in your life. Some people, I might say, whoever I might say, like, I disagree, he's not a great thinker. I might say Kanye West. You be like, the world would be more better if there was no Ye. Ye's crazy as a mother sucker. He wanted to beat y'all to the punch. He wanted to beat y'all to the punch because in this climate right now, where social currency is all that matters, stories are all that matter. And so for me to be connected to my audience, if I'm making rants about a demographic of people, the fastest way for me to relate to you is to relate to your experience and say, hey, me too. If I'm talking to a woman and you say that you've been assaulted by a man, I'm like, well, I've been assaulted by a woman. Me too. I want to relate to your experience to tell you that you're not alone. And it's not just one group of bad people. There's a whole lot of bad people. All these people are bad people. And I want you to be a good person. How do you be a good person? You just say, babies are good. You tell a better story. I can't see my life. I can't envision my life without creating another little me, man. The world is very simple. You have to replace yourself. So every man needs, one man. And so every woman needs one woman. And so that means every man and woman needs to make 1 and 1. So we need to get like at least back to the 2-child minimum in America. It's a 2-child minimum for every woman. I can't tell you to fall in love with a man. I can't make you fall in love with no man, but I would hope that you would fall in love with yourself. I would, man. I would hope that you would look into the mirror and say, man, God made me perfect just the way I am. I don't need no plastic surgery. I don't need no chemicals. I don't need none of this stuff. I don't need no makeup. I don't need none of this stuff. I don't need no skims. I don't need none of this stuff. All I gotta do is drink water and walk a mile a day and I'll be fine. And the nigga can see me from a mile away. Boy, I can see a woman. When a woman struts, you can see her. When a woman drinks water, you can see the glow on her skin. When a woman is pregnant, oh whoa. There's nothing more beautiful than the glow of a woman when she's pregnant. And like I probably say like very close second, probably number 1 is after the baby is here and she's sitting there holding her baby, looking at her baby like, I can't believe I did this. And when they do it with no drugs and no chemicals, there is no groggy, there is no fog. There's just the most purest direct connection in the history of anything. The ability to create life. That's the most revolutionary thing. That's the most powerful thing ever. And somehow, man, y'all allow some people who don't love you to lie to you. You allowed them to tell you that going on trips and having careers is more better than making a baby. I don't care about no man's feelings. I don't care. If you don't want to deal with a man, check your attitude, listen, and understand that he's willing to put his life on the line, not only for you, but for that baby. And a man's life is as valuable as that baby's life. And so life is just inherently valuable. You're inherently valuable. That means it's ordained by God and can't nobody take it away from you. You don't need no law to tell you that you're valuable. I don't need a 401k to know that there's nothing more valuable in the history of the world than you. You exist. Whatever your contribution is to this thing, like, man, you might just smoke trees and play video games, and if you die like that, man, that's a wasted life. Because I can't tell you who your children are supposed to be. I can't predict the future. I just know right now we got to tell a better story here in America. We have to. Or else the story goes like this. There used to be a place called America, and then there wasn't. The greatest American alive.
The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive.